But speaking of tragedy, um, tonight, this was tonight. This was like a brand new story for us. We received it just before we started the show. Uh, Top aide to the president, Hope Hicks, has been or has tested positive for coronavirus.
Shit.
And this is important because Hope Hicks has been on the road with Trump the last 3 days. So she
A
was
top aide.
Yeah, she's a top aide. Yeah,
Mhm.
he has a lot of aides, but
Oh yeah, but that's like one of the names that people would know.
yeah, we know. Hope I recognize it from headlines and things that things that she has said, spinning that she has done for the president and such.
Spinning.
Um, but yeah, this is important because Hope Hicks was at the debate on Tuesday night, which we will talk about more. She was with him on Wednesday on the campaign trail, and then today as well before she tested positive. So very, very, very close to the president, as close as me and Brandon are most of the time.
And we know that boy wasn't wearing a mask.
No.
So.
Yeah, so it's a dangerous situation for the president. He and Melania, the first lady, are quarantining currently, awaiting tests. So we'll see how that situation progresses, and next week we'll have an update on that story for you. So we had actually finished recording on our show when we looked down at our phones and we saw panic texts from loved ones and many news articles.
Right now it's late on Thursday night.
It is late Thursday night. It's 11:55 p.m. Western time. It has become apparent that the president of the United States has contracted coronavirus, COVID-19. This appears to be from his aide that we mentioned in the first bite, Hope Hicks, that was in close proximity to him during the debates and during a campaign rally the next day, and then also today on Thursday. He began quarantine earlier tonight, and then Friday morning Eastern time. So this was in like an hour ago from our time. He tweeted out that tonight, Flotus and I tested positive for COVID-19. We will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together. That was shortly before 1 a.m.
Insane,
Eastern
dude.
time on Friday. Trump is 74 years old. He is obese. I have no problem saying it. He is in the category of people that are most harshly affected and most dangerously affected by this virus.
And we know that he doesn't have the most healthy diet. Habitual McDonald's eater like myself.
Yeah. So I mean, this is very serious. As much as there are people on the internet. I went on Twitter momentarily. There are people on the internet, celebrating this
Ding dong, the witch is dead, the witch is dead, the witch is.
and coming on super strong.
Oh, sorry, we weren't supposed to do that. But the thing is that he is still a man, and
Yes,
obviously no
with a
one should be
family.
wishing for death.
Yes. And also, I mean, this is an incredibly dangerous climate that we're in politically right now. I don't know what the death of a sitting president during the final month before an election would do to this country. And I personally, as much as this feels like some form of divine justice, that a man who denied so much of the realities of this pandemic now has it, I do wish him well. I hope that he makes a speedy recovery and he's back on the campaign trail and he's able to survive this.
It's still horrifying, though. I mean, this is like something we've been theorizing about, it finally reaching the White House, and
Yeah.
the fact that if he has it right now, that means that he probably had it at the debate,
Yep.
maybe had it before, has been traveling around with it. We know
He
he's
went
not,
to a rally for sure yesterday.
we know he's not the most adamant mask wearer. So he's been spreading the virus. Actually, did you see that it was reported that Trump is the greatest purveyor of misinformation about the coronavirus? He has now become a literal purveyor of the virus.
Yes.
It's ironic, and like I want to laugh, but it's not funny that the president has a virus that he's to blame for.
You can disagree with the person, you can condemn him, you can call him all sorts of names, but personally, him dying or even getting very sick in a time like this is extremely dangerous for the United States. and for our standing in the international community. So I do so hope that he is able to pull through.
Yeah, me too. And the coronavirus, I please need you to stand back and stand by. COVID-19.
And that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.